You said you were going to do it.
The fresh Austin and Aaron and Austin show.
Well, you said you was going to rock and do lyrics. Yeah, you already cut it for me one day.
I figured it out. Yeah, I had to change something in the back end of that, but we can do it. So.
Ever evolving Austin Aaron song. How's it going today? Episode 14 of the Aaron and Austin show.
Yeah.
We got Scott and Michelle here with us today, so
ought to be a great show. New Life Records in the house. Going to talk about that a little bit.
Yes, sir.
Scott has 20 records now under your belt.
Bilistic.
Yes,
yep.
Bilistic.
Just dropped my 20th album. Thanks, Michelle.
Right.
Yeah. We had that CD release party here. That was dope.
Yep.
Before we get too far into this, I want to roll a graphic telling everybody where the shows are this week. Go support live and local. That's the only way it happens.
Yep, we need you.
Absolutely.
We need you, dollars.
So I want to say that the music that just played over that graphic is also stuff that me and John do in here, just kind of.
I know. Yeah, I'm glad that you guys changed it too.
Yeah, a little bit.
Because like I had a couple people were like, "Are you guys ever going to change that music?" And I asked John. He's like, "I got a new one for this week." I was like, "You guys are right on the right time."
Yeah,
like you were feeling
I need to do a new one this week, I think.
Yeah, every couple weeks maybe.
If we're musicians sitting around in a studio, I feel it's like crazy if we don't try to record shit on our downtime, right? Like. Why do we even have the place?
Right, yeah, you know absolutely.
I mean, that's kind of the thing to have in your own studio. That's got to be pretty awesome.
You have your own studio, I'm sure. You guys told me he's recording today.
Yeah, we came straight from my studio to this studio. She's been working on this new single called Ugly. Tell them about it.
So
it's all about me.
Yeah, my hope.
No, like about 9 years ago, I came up with this song, like, just in my car on the way, and then I met up with my brother at his house, Brian. He's in Witch Cradle. He's the guitarist for them. And
shout out to Brian.
Yeah. So he diddled it out and put it on the computer for me, and we put it on YouTube. And now, 9 years later, we just recorded all the instruments and he's mixing it, and I just recorded the vocals, so all that's left is mixing, and this song is like done and I can like release it, and I'm so excited.
And this is your song.
And with my brother. My brother wrote most of all the instruments and the music.
So what type of instruments are we talking about in this?
It's rock.
Yeah, it's a rock song.
Yeah.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah,
awesome.
Junie is playing the bass on
Junie
it.
Owaski?
Yep, he's playing the bass on it, and his drummer from their band is doing the drums, and then her brother is doing the guitars.
Yeah, killer.
So when's we got a plan for that release, or are you still working on it? I mean, don't put yourself in a pickle.
It's better not
He says,
don't put a date on it.
He says there's still like majority of some hours he needs for mixing, but after he's done mixing, I'm gonna probably put it out there, because I'm gonna do a music video right after, and I want all local artists in this video. Yeah. It's gonna be like, because the whole song is about something that's ugly is beautiful. Like, who are you to judge to say that what it is or what it should be? And
you are beautiful.
And it's about breaking out of your shell. So I want like all the eccentric and the artistic people, and and I want like a big community rumble, and it's just gonna be a blast.
So I'm gonna take my time. You're gonna produce the music video too?
Yeah.
Sounds like you got the whole concept. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's nice when the artist has that locked and loaded.
Yeah.
Right, makes it a lot easier.
I mean,
when they got an idea for the video instead of just coming in saying we need to do a video for this.
Right. Yeah. Do you got any ideas?
You got any ideas?
I was hoping you could come up with something.
Maybe a parking lot.
That's an extra fee.
And I know the locations. I'm actually like envisioning it in my head as I talk about it. Like, I know the locations, and I've already discussed it with him like before.
Right.
So,
yeah.
So how did you guys get together and start working together?
Well, it was a long time ago, first of all.
A few years ago, well, like each year, American Idol hires me to bring talent to their auditions.
Oh, nice.
So I found her through that. Isn't that how?
Yeah, I saw something on like Facebook or someone tagged me on his post or something about how pre-audition for front of the line passes, you pre-audition for American Idol.
So she came and sang for me, and we just been doing music together ever since. She's also my new album Puppet Master, which again is my 20th album.
The gym that all.
It's me and her and I on the cover. You know, she's on.
How many songs are you on that?
She's on 2 songs, but she's on all the artwork, the cover, the back,
concept.
the CD.
And he said, no, I was like, I'm going to do some promo, stuff for the song I'm on, just to promote me. And he goes, oh, that's my new cover album now.
Well, yeah, after we did the video shoot, in the beginning, the album was going to be, it was just going to be called New Life, Right. But then we did this photo shoot because the song that we did together is called Puppet on a String. So we did a photo shoot. So we did a photo shoot for that. And, it was supposed to be for the single, but the fucking pictures were so dope. I was like, man, I'm changing my album, calling it Puppet Master. So then we had to do an intro because I didn't have a song called Puppet Master or anything like that, Mm-hmm. So then we did the intro too, which she sang on. And that's pretty much how my album wrapped up.
And then we did the music video. So I called up all my friends and my mom, and my mom does the violin on the music video.
Yeah. She did it
during
live.
That whole photo shoot.
Oh, she did it live too?
Here, yeah.
Oh,
that whole photo shoot and music video, I was like passing a kidney stone, shooting all of that. I was in so much pain, but I was like doing that photo shoot, and I was rocking.
Well, it's acting at that point. You're acting like you're not in pain.
Right, yeah, absolutely.
I literally we worked so hard, to do
you got to make it happen, right?
Yeah.
Whatever you
Show must go on.
And I want to talk about your aesthetic. I mean, you have this really cool burlesque aesthetic to the whole kind of vibe on that record that I
made that outfit.
Well, she did a burlesque show this weekend, I saw.
Yeah. And actually, that was an old burlesque outfit, parts of it, that I made for a rock and roll Harley Quinn burlesque that I did. Nice. Yeah.
You're that girl that comes up with cool costumes.
Well, you just kind of have to be creative when you are limited on funds.
Right.
Can't just buy
so I want to talk a minute about New Life. It's New Life Records. A lot of your music has this really kind of uplifting, positive message about it. Your daughter performed with you at the CD release. I feel there's a story in there about what's New Life?
How New Life was birthed?
Yeah, man. Tell me a bit about this. I feel there's something there.
Yeah, there definitely is. I was in a lot of trouble young. I got tried as an adult at 16 and sent to prison at 16.
Yeah.
When I got, which is where I first started writing. And then when I got out, I wanted to change my life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you wanted to not do that again.
And so I started doing music, and it was my new life, So I started New Life Records back in 1998, and
I was just going to high school at that time.
Yeah, I dropped my first album in 1999. I've been doing this a long time, and like I said, I just dropped my 20th album, consistently an album or 2 a year.
That's prolific, man.
So album or 2 a year? You get at least an album. You're averaging at least you're averaging almost an album a year.
Yeah,
that's 23 years ago.
Yeah.
Damn, that's badass.
Yeah.
And to shout out back to those days, you released a cassette that's a USB drive.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I did.
It's sitting right over there.
Actually, it's right over there.
Yeah, the album right before Puppet Master was called Nothing But Classics. And what I did, I redid, because I was getting bored with hip-hop music. I've been doing it for a long time. So I wanted to remake some of the tracks that made me want to do music in the first place. So it's called Nothing But Classics, where I redid a bunch of my favorite tracks. And if you look at the album cover, I got the idea from the Beatles' Sgt. Pepper's album cover. But instead they had political figures on theirs, where I put in people from the music that I redid on the album.
I'm seeing Eazy-E and shit in there.
Yeah, he's front row.
Yeah, so and you know, I wanted it to look like this is how we used to listen to music.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah, for sure.
So I wanted it to look like a cassette tape. But yeah, it's 2021 when I dropped this. So
that is cool as hell.
It's a USB. So it has not only the album on it, but it has all the music videos on it. It has a bunch of posters, graphics, all kinds of stuff on it.
Because I explained that to him. I was like, oh, I have this idea. I want to release this USB and then maybe like a thing with like the music video, behind the scenes of making the music video, you know, give him some into my life. And he goes, bro, check this out. Oh, and I was like,
already did it.
Are you freaking kidding me? You know?
Yeah. That's them good ideas, man.
Yeah,
and I was like, there's no such thing as an original idea.
I was like, you are now right here in my brain.
What happens with ideas is people completely separate from each other in the same industry will have those same ideas and they think they're stealing from each other. They're just not.
Right.
You're both just creative people and there's 7 billion people in this world. We both came up with the same shit. That's what happened.
And that's
you
why
made my job
so
easier than trying to recreate the wheel. Now I have a,
That's a really fucking cool idea. This idea.
Because no one.
Well, it gives you something to buy now because people don't want to buy like CDs.
Right.
I was also told
the new cars don't even have CD players now.
I was told the new laptops.
The
new laptops don't have like CD drives.
No,
computers.
Unless you want to buy the extra, pay the extra money for the CD-ROM on shit, you don't get it anymore.
And I put 33 local artists on that album with me. You know, and
so that's how you support local
music. Vinyl.
Yeah.
Vinyl, because vinyl's. It like never really goes away, but it definitely goes in waves of popularity. But it sticks around. Vinyl just hangs.
And it's worth it.
Well, it sounds superior, man. I mean, like all the audiophiles say that
why does it? Why does the oldest medium sound?
So I have a theory on that. Because tape is linear. It's like linear soundtrack.
Okay, gotcha.
Digital, you slice it up like this. Now, are all those little pieces of slices? Are you gonna hear them? Probably not, man. But like. That's the excuse I hear. From
it's like old cars. They were built better than they are now.
I disagree.
You know?
I disagree.
Yeah, on the cars or
you like your light going on for O2 sensor?
There is some stuff that but like the air conditioners work better.
Well, yeah, there's obviously
brakes, anti-lock brakes,
right?
Better.
But I'm talking about the quality of the cars. Yeah,
right.
they definitely
ain't cool.
Well,
have less
also a
amenities,
vibe with the sound and the smells
the quality,
and it takes you back
they were made out of
to a moment.
Yeah, I know. I mean, my first car was a '66 Pontiac Le Mans. I'm there on the muscle cars now.
But sometimes you just miss the real feeling of that moment because everything's now,
superficial kind of now.
Yes.
Yeah. It doesn't have as much
food and
to feel
it's mass
like you're
produced.
still real.
Mass produced,
right?
A little bit. Yeah. I get you. I mean, everything older does have a better feel. That wasn't my argument, but. Like the steering and brakes and shit is so much better now.
Definitely more comfortable.
You ain't gonna survive a wreck.
Well, I mean, to prove my point, everybody takes those old cars now and rips the chassis off of them. Yeah. Puts brand new. They put all new suspension and shit on.
You make it a daily driver. Yeah. That's 1940.
Well, you just put the new suspension, new leaf springs, and all that new technology, and then you roll the old cool looking car, for sure. But I miss my old classic hot rod, but boy, she got me a lot of tickets. As a young dumb kid driving around Wichita.
Right.
That was pretty good.
The only cool car I roll now is my motorcycle. That's all I'm rolling now. So we glossed over it, but I wrote it down because I want to come back to it. I was waiting for like a little lull. You glossed over, you pool talent together to help out American Idol. Tell me about that experience and like how you got into that and shit. That's fucking cool.
Yeah, I've done it for the last 3 years, I think. They just called me one day at the studio and said that that they would pay me to get talent and bring it to the auditions. The first one was in Tulsa. It was in Tulsa the first time they called. So anyone that I brought didn't have to wait in line, basically. They got to go straight in and audition.
So you kind of were like a pre-filtering system even a little bit too? They were like trying not to bring anybody that's not ready for this.
They wanted me to bring actual talent. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, or talent that's ready. It's Reddle. But it was funny that you guys said it in synchronization, so my whole brain just went into
the two engineers,
you guys said that in sync, so my words I were saying, my brain lost them.
So I found that like The Voice and American Idol and X Factor, America's Got Talent, they're kind of more after the story. Like, do they direct you that way at all? Or are they like,
no,
hey, please find me like?
Do they wait for the talent first and then try to build you? I feel like they got to wait for you to be kind of good, and then they'll say, let's see if we can make a story out of this person.
I don't know. The auditions were crazy. Like, when we got there
so how many people did you take the first time?
Well, first of all,
8.
8?
Yeah.
I got a pass. I'm the one that got the pass, so he doesn't know. He's like, I just gave the passes and did this, right? I was on the other end, and I didn't go because I didn't want them telling me what to do or what to wear. And then they automatically gave it to me the next year, and I didn't go again.
Yeah, but the auditions were crazy. Like, there was literally like a mile long, of people waiting, and then they had it set up to where there was like 20 judges, 20 people judging, and everyone. So 20 people come up and like they're like literally right next to each other and are auditioning all at the same time. Yeah, so like you could barely even hear some of them. Like if this person's singing real loud and this person's quiet, you can't hear.
But that's kind of what it has to be, is a pressure test
to get through all that.
You know what I mean?
Oh, I would have blown them out of the water. I have such a loud voice.
Yeah,
that's good in those situations for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I think singing and having a loud voice is good in any situation if you have a lead singer.
It's an old soul.
For sure.
I love singing the blues.
So you had to. Did they like expect you to bring a certain number of artists, or like did they just say bring what the best you think can make it?
Yeah, they just.
So you roll up there with 8 people and rush them to the front of the line. Did they get to skip that part of it?
Yeah.
So they get to go. How close do they get to actual looking at the show? Like when you run in there.
There 2 of them that I took made it to the show, I think.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's got to be kind of a fun experience. And so you've got to repeat that a couple of times?
Yeah.
Is it always in a different location? Is it always Tulsa?
It's just whenever they're close by here.
Oh, nice.
It's like a regional thing.
Yeah.
But now I'm too old, so it's like up to when you're 29 or something.
Yeah. Oh, American Idol does have an age cap on it. The other ones don't, I don't think, do they?
No.
Some of them, like I've seen like grandmas up there singing Let the Bodies Hit the Floor.
That's America's Got Talent. That's
The Voice.
I thought X Factor was kind of like that too, or no?
Yeah.
X Factor maybe.
I thought American Idol was the only one that put the cap on.
I never even tried to look.
Because I always watched American Idol. I thought Simon Cowell was funny and right.
That's why I watch X Factor. He's on there now.
Always right.
He's right. Yeah. Like he's right usually.
Yeah.
So it's kind of.
He's a dick about it, but he is kind of right. You know what I mean? Like he's the only one up there actually telling you what's real.
You gotta keep it real. You ain't making nobody better by sugarcoating and lying to them.
No, man, pressure makes diamonds.
Right, exactly.
That's how I see it. And if I'm trying to tell you something that's real and I mean it, I'm not trying to demean you. I'm really trying to help you and like build you up.
Right.
Or trying to understand. Like you ask questions to understand, and people are take offense, and it's like, I'm just trying to understand. Like, help me like get to your level of thinking. Because I'm trying to not offend, or I'm putting in the effort of talking.
Try not to offend these days is a tiptoe that you can barely get through.
Don't worry about that.
But I just tell my truth. Yeah, like I am completely honest.
That's all we got.
Yeah,
sometimes it gets me in trouble because I'm just too honest.
I'd rather live that way. That's easier for me. Like honest to a fault. At least I am always good with the people that where you stand with them.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
We're a good, bad, or indifferent. If we're in the middle, we not every relationship gonna be the same.
So man, me and John were talking about this earlier today. Okay, we were talking about my experience living in California and my experience living in New York. And I'm New York. I prefer that side of the country over like LA. Okay, I lived in both, and when I was in LA, I just found the people very like fake and watery, really intangible.
Yeah.
They're eating kale and being like, yummy. Yum, this is good
like
kale. And like but they're really like just overall. Now I'm very generalizing here, but it just seemed like they were very keeping up with the Joneses in a totally different way. Whereas I'm in New York and I'm sitting next to this woman in the subway talking about her hemorrhoids and these plastic seats are doing nothing for them. And,
right.
Oh, jeez. And
right.
And I'm just like, this lady's never going to see me again in her life. She's just telling me the truth of what's going on in her life.
That's kind of the beauty of New York.
I so appreciate that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's kind of the beauty of New York. Everybody can be your therapist. You can see that motherfucker again.
Exactly. You can just tell this guy, fuck, you smell. You know what I mean? Like, you should probably take care of that before somebody...
I've seen some crazy shit in the subways in New York.
Man. And it's because nobody really cares. They're never going to see you again.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. I've never been either place. I've been close, dude. But I've only been in California once.
So much fun. It's just like culture shock, bro.
I went to New York.
Manhattan was like literally like I've performed in every major city, but like Manhattan was the only place where I was really culture shocked. Like it really is non-stop 24/7. Like
the real never sleeps. Is for real.
Yeah, it's way more than Vegas.
So about the fourth time,
New York looks like my style. I like that. I like that close city shit. But I wouldn't want to live there, but I'd definitely have to go like
I wouldn't want
fuck
to
up 4 days and come home and sleep for a week.
So something that took me a couple visits to understand is that most of what everybody sees is just on the first level of New York. It's a skyrise city.
Yeah.
And like there are some of those buildings that are just fucked off, man. You start getting up in them. There's craziness happening in these buildings, like on the 17th floor or something.
Yeah, like I've heard there's restaurants with like there's 20 fucking restaurants, and there's one on each floor that you go up, and and like only the cool people know about the ones like after the 8th floor.
That's what I'm trying to say. Is that there's like this whole underside of New York that the tourists or the yuts from Kansas just ain't gonna find out.
Yeah, you'd have to have somebody there that knows what the fuck they're doing.
Yeah.
How long did you live there?
Gotta have the insider.
How long did you live there?
So I lived in Harlemville, New York, which is a Rudolph Steiner community, upstate a little bit. But we would go to New York City every Wednesday for a farmer's market.
Oh, nice.
And I would sell goods in University Square Park.
Nice.
Yeah.
So
I just got back from Africa.
Really?
Where at?
Tell us all about it. Did you really or no?
Yeah.
She did.
That would have been a better joke.
She's like, nah, I'm just kidding.
Nah,
man.
just
That'd have been really well written.
I told you I always tell the truth.
Always tell the truth. That's right.
Well, jokes you get.
So what the hell?
Even
were you
my
doing
jokes are the goddamn
Okay, well,
truth.
tell us about Africa.
Okay, so yeah, I went to Nairobi, like Nakuru. Then my mom hung out for a week with her husband.
So your mom lives there in Nairobi?
No, she lives here.
Her husband lives there.
Oh,
yeah,
but.
he's
He invited you guys to come kick it?
yeah.
Awesome. How long?
For
Good
about a
flight
week.
was that?
Tell them about the white tax that you just tell you
The
about.
white tax?
Oh, white tax? Tax.
I bet.
For being white?
Yeah.
Yep. They
feel like
bumped
we deserve
everything
it.
up like 5.
I feel like we fucking deserve
Right.
it.
I mean, I can't blame them.
Well, is it like merchants on the street charge you more if you're
That's
like
what
an
I'm
American?
guessing.
That's
I'm
what they do in Jamaica and shit too. They do it in
like
Jamaica.
the national parks.
The national parks?
Yeah, like if you're a resident of America, it's like $8 to take a tour. I mean, and then like if you have like maybe like a tour, whatever. If you're like, I don't know how it went from that to $30 for like, oh, you're American, it's $30.
Yep. This ain't your nation. This ain't your national park.
Right.
Is this,
Right?
is it, I mean,
Yeah, straight up.
Hey, I mean,
Pay the fee.
Yeah.
yeah.
And
we know you got it.
they put bananas in their mashed potatoes. And that's normal.
Huh?
Yeah, right?
Now, banana or plantain, because those are two different things.
Banana.
Bananas. I hate
This is
bananas.
terrible.
I hate bananas.
And mashed potato?
Dude, the fake banana that's in Runts, that's like the worst flavor they have.
Oh, yeah.
I don't like bananas.
Yeah.
The texture.
Based on a banana from like the 50s or something that doesn't exist anymore.
Well, you got
Thanks,
some,
you God.
You got some hidden Rumpleman's knowledge. What are you
and
flavor.
that's where I got.
The candy banana flavor
So,
is from
and
a
then-
banana that went extinct.
Well, it's horrible.
Isn't
I'm
it?
glad it went extinct.
Oh my gosh.
Fuck that banana.
So I got.
Don't
I
use
got,
that one for taste.
I got
flavor,
so much like snub and like, you know, like little boys were like, oh my gosh, I touched a white girl. Like,
Show them the tattoo you got while you were there.
okay, so.
Okay, yeah, see it.
So, like, all of these, like, women were, like, looking at me like, you know, because I'm a white girl, I'm smoking a cigarette, I'm drinking a beer in the middle of the day, and I have tattoos. How horrible, you
Oh
know?
my God, she's definitely French.
And, like,
She's the devil.
You are. I cannot believe you just offended our whole French audience. Good Lord! I just tried to go in.
so I was like, what, you know? I was like, give me like a slang term, you know? And they're like, watish. And that's like slang in Swahili for like asshole, like the actual in and around fucking asshole.
The rim, huh?
Like
I
the
got it.
physiological part.
And so every time I'm smoking a cigarette, it's like watish.
So you got asshole on your finger,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah.
African asshole
Yeah.
on
Yeah.
your finger.
Yeah.
I really like it.
She puts her lips to it every time she smokes.
Did they
asshole.
use traditional tattoo machines, or did they?
Yeah,
or
they
did
reminded me
they-
of like a home tattoo, but
Yeah.
it was in the mall.
Right. Was it a random mall?
No, it was like in like the mall, like but it reminded me of a hometown. They played Tech 9 for me.
Did you request? You requested it?
Yeah.
Tech 9 got reach
in Africa.
Tech 9 is going to be here.
Hey, I am huge Tech 9.
Are you playing in that show?
No.
Somebody local is playing in that.
No.
I've done about
I don't
40
even know
shows
what I'm
with
gonna
Tech,
do. I met him one time, but I want to do a fucking show.
A buddy of mine was playing guitar with Tech 9 for a while. Lucas Miguel Parker. Shout out, Lucas.
Nice.
Tech 9's always been great to local artists around this area.
Oh, he's coming Friday.
Yeah, he's going to be here like real soon. Like coming up.
Yeah.
I can't remember who's all going to be on that show. I thought there was someone local.
Mr. 9,
oh,
if you
Charles,
ever want to be on the podcast.
Sir Charles III is in that. That's who it is.
Sir Charles, yeah.
Yeah, that's who's in that show, I think. If I remember, I could be wrong on that too.
Yeah, I think I've seen that too.
That's what I knew it was somebody local. I couldn't remember who it was. I'm trying to get more versed in the...
I kind of like what Sir Charles is doing, man, with like the live band.
Yeah.
Live.
Oh, yeah, that's my...
Yeah,
that's the kind of Chicago hip-hop sound. That's what I like.
I dig it, man. I dig it when Jay-Z did it. I dig it when everybody...
Well, I dig it when...
does.
I like when Chance does it, and there's a lot of people with that kind of
yeah,
I like when people put horns and...
Yeah, I'm actually trying to put another band together, so anybody out there that's looking for a new project, man, it's going to be like a mix between like System of a Down and Beastie Boys. Or
you need everybody? You got nobody yet?
I got all the vocalists. I need.
I know Tommy Wicker's always looking for trying to play some bass, so he would be definitely one I'd do.
Farron, our video guy, he plays a hellacious triangle.
Hell yeah, we could probably we could find somewhere to put the triangle. No, yeah, I used to have a band, the Haight Ashbury Experience, and we did classic rock mix with hip hop, but this is going to be a little harder, like Rage Against the Machine.
And that was cool.
Oh, please bring some Rage Against the Machine style back. That's always been my favorite.
You sent me some of that Haight Ashbury.
Yeah,
and that was cool. It was like
I haven't got to hear that.
It was like hooks from older like classic rock tunes.
Yeah,
is that available
anywhere?
Mashed it up. Yeah, all my albums are available on bilisticmusic.com. That's BILISTIC. Bilisticmusic.com. All 20 of my albums, all my music videos, like everything's on there.
Well, and we will link all that stuff on all the clips and everything too. So on all our stuff, we'll link it all too. Do you have any links for your stuff too as well? So we can put it up there.
For now, it's just featuring Michelle Christie on Bilistic songs because I have not posted the new songs yet. So those are literally just been recorded this week. Like, I'm so excited about them.
So what do you think's better? Do you think it's better to release your songs like as they come around? Like
it's going to be as Michelle Christie, but see, once you start looking at the songs with him featuring Michelle Christie, start doing Michelle Christie, those songs will come up as that.
But are you going to do a whole album? You're going to like compile all these tunes that you're doing?
Well, eventually, but that's going to take a lot of work because my ideas are really, I guess, big.
Ask your question again.
Well, I mean, I'm saying that nowadays, I think there's different strategies about it. I think that it's viable to just release a song here
when
and
it's
there.
ready.
Like that's what I'm doing with that.
You do a song.
That's the world we're in. Just drop singles.
Yeah, well,
but I'm old school. That's why I still drop albums.
I still like to do albums, but I do EPs. But I'll do like 5-song EPs. I'll try to do 2 a year, like $5 for 5 songs. That's Apple prices.
Yeah,
I think that's fair.
Yeah,
and I think that's why hip hop has always been my favorite because they constantly release new content. Yeah. Like some of your favorite bands, like Rage Against the Machine for me, and even some of my favorites, like 10 fucking years before I get another album, and then 11 songs. Like I get it, it's their art.
That's what I'm doing. Yeah. I'm releasing the song I just did tonight as Ugly, and then I'm working on my own album that I already have one song that's almost also done. So Ugly will be on it, but Ugly will be its own single. So I'm actually working on my own album, but that's kind of the back. Because I'm also on some of my brother's songs, Jonathan. Yeah. He goes by King Cardi. He's also performing the 25th.
Yeah, we haven't even talked about the 25th show. Yeah. So
hook it up. We're already there.
Oh, yeah. Tell us
we have a show the 25th at Bourbon Street. It's a benefit show for who?
It's for Justin Cunningham.
For Gnome. Rome for Gnome.
Rome for Gnome.
NDD.
And there's a lot of ways to support Justin on that. There's T-shirts all over the place to buy. There's this show coming up that we'll let him talk about, but support that cause. It's good, dude.
Yeah.
I booked all the bands. We've got BZB. We got King Cardi, which is my brother that I'll do a couple songs with. And then I have Amstead, AE, or After Dead. And then there's Imagine. And there's Bilistic and I. And then Odds Against.
Nice.
And you were doing that. You guys are doing that outside too at Bourbon, right?
Yeah, and it's like isn't it like an all-day thing before the performances? There's a car wash or a bike wash or something.
Oh, you can't get away with it in that big ass park.
The event starts at 11 o'clock. The bikes leave on their first run at 11 o'clock, and first bike's back about 2 o'clock. So that's when music's gonna start. Is 2 o'clock. We're gonna run music from like 2 to probably 7 with those 15-20 minute band changes, like 30-45 minutes of each band playing. So
that's awesome. And is there is it an actual ticket price cover for that, or is it just donations?
No,
donations?
We're just playing so that people come to the event, because there are raffles, there's silent auctions. There's all kinds of stuff going on.
But it doesn't cost to get in.
It doesn't cost to get in. That's what I'm trying to.
I don't believe so.
You can look,
but if you're going to the show, know that it's a fundraiser.
Right.
Yes, that's what I'm trying to say. That's basically what I'm circling to.
The music's free.
Yeah.
Right,
but
nothing's
free.
Yeah, bring about $700.
Bring money, because that's the reason why we're performing for free is so that you give money to the cause.
Exactly.
Yeah. No, so they have a scavenger hunt, scorecards, that you pay for, and then bike wash. There's virtual beard competition, silent auction all day, 50-50 raffle at each location, live music, Facebook event page for updates. So no, it doesn't cost anything to get in.
But there's a bunch of fun stuff that you can donate to.
So Gnome,
thanks for helping put that together.
Gnome was a great guy. Everybody should dig
King Shifter guitarist, right?
Yep. Well,
or
bass player.
Bass player?
I think bass player.
I'm not sure.
I'm not actually all that sure either. But he had this amazing chin strap.
Well,
like no mustache, kind of chin strap beard.
Well, he went head first into
my brother
smile,
put Gnome in a song that he just is recorded. I got a little clip of that today that he put Gnome in, and I sent it to Dee Dee, and she's like, I'm crying again. And
how's she doing? Does everybody know how she's doing?
She's doing okay. She's been posting on Facebook. She's just not wanting to go anywhere right now.
Oh, God,
she's grieving. She's healing, but she's okay.
Full recovery, hopefully, for her. For the most part,
she's just got to take her time.
I haven't heard. I didn't want to press or ask.
I mean, I don't want to talk her own business. I'm just saying she's good, okay. Good. She's at least alive, and
For the first bit, I think it's rude almost for me to approach and ask, just because.
I feel like it's not my business. Yeah. I'm not there.
I wasn't super close.
But I do try. I try and talk to her.
Friend,
I care.
I'm like the good time bar buddy that. Right. You know what I mean?
We always talked, but that was, I didn't. So I just always hope for the best when shit like that.
Yeah. So the 25th of June at Bourbon Street starts at 11, goes to 7. Come
outside,
and the music starts 2 to 3 o'clock.
2 o'clock.
Yeah, come out 2. Bring your dollars. I hope they got a tip jar too.
And then we also have a show July 2nd at Barleycorns with Santia, or how do you say her name?
Santia
and a couple other people. So yeah, that's July 2nd at Barleycorns. Make sure you come out to that too.
Did you see her show that we did with her?
Yeah.
Man, we recorded out in that hallway, and it just sounded great. Like the natural hallway reverb of that hallway is just really cool.
Nice.
You get that old school real feel in there. The only problem is I can't be anywhere near there because I can't stop talking. So I'm always in the studio, just looking out. It sounds great, but it's a cool place to record it for sure.
So you get to play many places where your daughter gets to play with you. Because I saw that the other day, and I thought that was the coolest thing.
Yeah.
The clips keep replaying in my timeline. So.
Well, anytime that it's not at a bar, she goes with me because she loves performing.
Man, she eats it up too. She's on the stage.
I feel like I took Halo's spot, just to perform in the bars for him, so that he wanted to start doing shows, but Halo's right there. Even with me, I'll still show up, for that show, but Halo will be right there with everybody.
She loves it. She performed with me at the thing for Kenny Bollinger at the Cotillion.
Oh yeah, I was there for that.
Yeah. And you know, after she got done, everyone was asking to take pictures with her and asking for her autograph and stuff.
She knows she's a star,
at the end of the night, she was like, "Daddy, I feel famous." And she was just like so happy. And so she's always pressing me to perform. When can I perform with you? Every time I tell her I have a show, can I perform?
Hey, when's the gig, Dad? When's the
How
gig?
old is she?
She's 9 now.
9?
Yeah.
And to have that kind of stage presence.
Oh man, smiling
she's
like
fearless.
She is fearless.
She will bring you.
She got that from you.
She will bring you right in.
She's fearless. Like my son, Damian Styles. You know,
we'll get to that.
he's a major signed artist. You know, but he didn't start performing with me till he was 10. She started when she was 8. So
you got 2 kids. How many kids do you have?
Just 2.
Just 2. You have a son and a daughter.
And Damian's doing great. I saw his last couple videos that he produced. Those are major, like, awesome production.
How old is your son?
He's 21. And he just signed a major record deal with 10K Projects last year. 20 years old and moved out to LA and is out there. Awesome. Doing it. Shout out to Damien. You know, he's been writing his own music since he was 5 years old. By the time he was 5, he could run the whole studio.
So you're putting out some prodigies. Look at you go. That's awesome.
He's an artist in more ways than one.
As a father myself, you got to sit back and really feel great about it. That's got to feel great.
Oh yeah. When he called me the night he signed the deal, and he finally understood, you know, why I was how I was and why I was so hard on him. You know, it's because I knew.
It takes you a while to understand your dad and parents a little bit. It takes you a while before you start getting what they was trying to say to you.
Right.
I always say, man, pressure makes diamonds. That's reality. You may not like it in the moment, but most of the time you come around and you go, all right, I'm glad that.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm glad that you felt that way.
Yeah, I feel like nothing scares me anymore.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It's like I've been through all of the worst, and now I'm like,
bring it. I got faith in myself that I can handle what you're about to bring. You know what I mean? Like that's how I feel.
Absolutely.
Bring me a problem, and I believe in myself enough to overcome that problem.
Like I'm not really afraid of anything. I'm like, okay, let's do it.
Let's see what this is. One, I ain't scared to fail at it either.
Right.
You know what I mean? Bring me that thing, and if I fail, I'll step right back up.
Yeah, you can do it again. You can think of a new idea. Like you can have a new idea. You're like, well, dang it. Well, this is my goal. How do I make this work?
Yeah.
You know, and then you learn how to, you know, use what you have, alchemy, and just.
Oh shit! Now we're getting deep.
Oh wow!
I know what you're talking about.
Well, fill me in. It's witchery.
No, man. This is more than this episode can handle.
That'll have to be another time.
That'd have to be a whole other thing.
Yeah, we could talk astrology,
Look
tarot cards.
And I've been following your number posting, and I was like, "What is this number posting she's doing?" I had to ask. I was like, "What?" Because he was posting at the time, and it was numerology. So I looked it up. I was like, "All right, what is?"
All right, can I tell you something crazy about numerology?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right.
Hold on.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, I'm ready now. I'm more ready now.
All right, so me and my husband, before gay marriage was legal in Kansas, we got married 8, 9, 10. And I tattooed 8, 9, 10 right here on my finger in Roman numerals.
While you were in Africa?
While I was in,
Oh, no, not the same place.
Nairobi or whatever, yeah. And so then it became legal. We got married 12, 13, 14. So all we was missing was 11. So fast forward now, about 10 years of marriage, and we're looking to adopt a kid. So Spaz was born 1/1/11.
No way.
All ones?
All ones. And he's 11 right now.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Like,
so is all that shit just coincidence, or is it real shit?
And you've been seeing my.
tell me.
And you've been seeing my 11s lately.
You tell me.
Right? I always see your 4s.
To me, it's about the 11s right now. To me, in my world, it's about the 11s right now.
Like everyone is so mad at me. Everyone's so mad at me because I'm usually right.
And speaking of 11,
well. They usually get there though. It takes them a while. Their horse will cross the finish line.
Yeah, he was like, that's him.
Whatever.
He's over there giving that face right now.
Yeah, I kind of felt it almost.
Right, and I was like, like I'm gonna be like annoyingly positive, and he'll be like, we'll see. That's so him. And then I'm like, okay, we'll see.
All right, so speaking of 11 though, right?
Oh, here we go.
Have you guys seen the new season of Stranger Things?
Yeah.
I'm 1 episode in.
Oh man, I'm about 3 or 4.
Well,
I finished it.
I waited until they was all out, and my daughter wanted to. I was waiting for my daughter to watch it with me, and then so like normally I would be done with it the day it came out.
No, yeah, that's me. but I don't get that much time to myself.
But my daughter finally latched onto a show, and she wanted to still watch it. She's 12, so she don't want fucking nothing hardly do with me at all. But like, so I was hoping. So we got to watch the show. So we watched the first episode. So
yeah,
it's great.
I'm a little more in there. I ain't gonna go nowhere.
I don't care about spoilers. I can give 2 shits. Yeah. I'm still gonna watch it.
Right.
Like, spoilers don't bother me.
I'm hardcore Stranger Things. I do like Stranger Things.
They are.
Me and my daughter just started watching the first
season.
Yeah,
it's like
she ain't squeamish like that. Like
she loves scary stuff. She loves.
If she can handle the stage, she shouldn't be scared at all, right?
Yeah, she loves.
I mean, the butterflies you get from the stage would be far worse.
So my kid's foster kid actually seen some shit. And he ain't into it.
Oh, he trying to like flashbacky kind of maybe?
Yeah, he ain't into it. I mean, I don't know that he ever had a smoke monster happening.
Well, the Demogorgon is real, okay?
Something.
Yeah, go watch that with your daughter. She'll get into it because the girl 11 that plays the main character.
But they did say they have that new Wednesday show coming out on Netflix.
What's the Wednesday show? I don't know about that.
From the Addams Family, Wednesday.
Oh, really?
Oh, bad. Is Christina Ricci in that motherfucker?
No, it's this little girl.
Oh, no, she was a
It's this little girl. Like, they just put that out, like... And Hocus Pocus 2 is coming out on Disney this year.
I did hear about that.
They got the same bitches.
And they did say that there is a Beetlejuice 2 coming out.
That's in production already.
Yeah, and actually Johnny Depp and Winona Ryder is going to play in the movie together.
And Michael Keaton's playing Beetlejuice too. He's coming back for it.
Yes.
I'm not sure.
He has.
That's what I've heard. That's what I've heard.
Have you guys seen the new Top Gun movie though?
No, dude, I want to go see it.
Badass.
Did you go see it in IMAX?
It's badass.
I want to see it in IMAX because
they give me migraines. I don't know.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, eyes got to go everywhere.
Yeah, but it's a badass movie for sure.
I mean, all of the Scientology and Tom Cruise shit aside, he does a cool movie every once in a while.
Oh yeah,
that fucking Day After Tomorrow was a fucking badass flick.
He's got a lot of good movies. Yeah.
The Last Samurai.
He's a weirdo. The Last Samurai. I love that movie.
Yeah, but as far as his best movie, come on.
I got this theory though. The Last Samurai, Dances with Wolves, and Avatar are all basically the same ass movie.
Yeah, Patriot, Braveheart.
I love all those movies.
You can keep recycling that motherfucker. I'm watching you Avatar too.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna watch the same fucking storyline.
They are in.
I came here to decimate your people.
To me,
actually, I totally appreciate your people. Actually, I'm totally.
That's just a string.
Right.
That's just a string.
I mean, there is a plot to making a movie.
But each one is different. But that's just one string. I play an entire orchestra.
I like the analogy. That's a good one.
I'm waiting for Thor. That's the one I'm ready to see. I love the Marvel movies, so I'm waiting for the next Thor one.
He always talks about this shit, man. Him and Rudy Love sat here talking about goddamn
for 5 minutes. Get out of here.
5 minutes that I had nothing to say.
All right.
What's the one that you haven't seen? There was somebody that hadn't seen Harry Potter or some shit. Who was that? Oh, that was Brody.
Yeah, I think that was Brody.
That was Brody. But I don't ever get into any of that. The Harry Potter one still never got me that much. But anyway, so I meant to ask you so we can get all your music on your site.
Yep.
At Bilistic. Let's say it again. What's
Bilisticmusic.com.
Bilisticmusic.com. So you're releasing almost an album a year right now, going since 1999.
Yep.
How many songs do you usually put on each album?
As many as I can fit on a CD.
Really? So I say all this to say this afterwards because I love asking this question to somebody that keeps producing new content. Like, where do you get your inspiration for? Like, how do you create it's always interesting to me to see the process of creating a song out of nothing. Like, where does that? Is it different every time? My inspiration
just comes from my life, what I'm going through at the time. Like, it's literally like a timeline of you can listen to my music and know exactly what I was going through at that time in my life because it's just inspired by real life. Like music is literally my therapy. And
you sing your diary.
It has been since I got out of prison. It has been my therapy. And so like I have 20 albums out, but I have another 20 albums of unreleased material.
Do you physically write songs out, like pen and paper?
Oh yeah.
And like, do you go verses or choruses? What comes first when you're trying to put a song together?
You just hear it in your head sometimes.
See, I don't. Like, I'm not a musician, so I don't like that. Doesn't happen for me. So it's always interesting for me to hear your guys' process. Like songs don't fucking come to me.
It's different for us.
Yeah, I do them just like I'm gonna put them out.
But I mean, you're trying to fit as many songs on a CD as you can, and I get that. But is there a point where you go, man, that song ain't hitting me. I ain't gonna release it.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah, absolutely. I definitely pick. Each time I do an album, I'll do like 40 songs and then pick the 20 best.
Wow. Your just numbers are so damn high to me. I'm talking about like, let's record 12 and I'll get it down to like 8, 10. You know what I mean?
No, I've always been
that's crazy. That's awesome.
Volume.
Yeah.
Just because it's what I do.
And you have a badass recording studio.
Yeah, in LR Studios,
Yeah.
We do obviously recording, mixing, mastering. We do music videos, photography, graphic design, anything you can need.
Do you have any artists from your studio or record label that you want to produce or talk about?
Right now we're doing a music video that he's producing for my brother that I'm on. It's called Get Up. And we just recorded that the other day. And we're doing the music video on Friday. Like, it's kind of an open
it's an open invitation. Where's it at?
Nice.
But I know it's not gonna. This is gonna be released later.
Yeah, I might miss the point.
Yeah.
That's all right. We still talk about it.
Yeah, so I'm on that song.
Yeah, it's a really commercial song. It's dope. It's like some Bruno Mars.
Don't take that the wrong way.
Yeah. Like
it is. That's
shit. I like it. I
got the inspiration from James Brown.
Commercial
Hell yeah.
Is he not commercial?
I wish I was James Brown. I wish people knew me like James Brown.
Commercial ain't a bad thing.
I know, but it just made me giggle.
You have to have a couple commercials.
I know. Don't you think I'm cheesy? I knew that.
If you can sell one track, I call it the John Mayer theory, right? So if you can sell a couple like super girly songs that are like total up the adult contemporary radio route, sell them songs, man. Make your damn money. And then people are going to know your name, and you can do whatever you want. You can even tour with a blues band.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And draw hundreds of thousands of people to
you. Literally, I mean everything that I sing. I will not be fake. I will not commercialize. Like, if it's commercialized, that's funny because I was really being real in that moment.
But that's
the song is commercial.
We all got to different levels. We all got it.
You are not us.
I know. I know.
Sometimes,
I'm not even saying that.
Sometimes even the most underground song.
I mean everything that I sing. So when you feel happy, you feel my happiness through these songs.
Yeah.
Like you're gonna that's why it's so catchy, and you're just like, dang it, you're gonna hate to love me.
I think commercials. I think commercials only bad if you like.
Oh, I'm not
really
even offended by that.
to do it.
I was just explaining different.
Like if
completely like Vanilla Ice.
Yeah, like I'm gonna.
Hey man,
I want to play some shit that I don't even like.
Oh no,
I want to play some shit that I don't even like just to sell.
Vanilla Ice was a goddamn good movie.
Like I do it because I freaking love it. Can I cuss on? I can't.
Yeah, you can say whatever the fuck you want.
I've been a good girl. Okay.
You guys could even get away with doing a podcast at your studio.
Yeah, I think so. I wanted to. I after the fact, I thought about doing this podcast at his studio because it was his studio. I wish we would have done that, but
he had
doing this one at theirs.
Yeah,
tell him about
cool,
my studio life. He had a TV or
a web series called Studio Life, which is on this Nothing But Classics album.
Nice. Yeah, keep pimping it. Buy it already. Can we find that? Yeah, that's all.
There's 5 episodes and a couple trailers, but it was called Studio Life, and it's like a 30 minutes to hour long show of just what was going on in the studio and where we were like doing shows. The first episode was actually my son Damien. He set up his own open mic tour because he came here, bought an RV, and then set up an open mic tour all the way back to LA. Yeah. And we filmed it and made a series out of it, and it's things like that. But it's on YouTube, and it's also on the Nothing But Classics album. So nice. It's called Studio Life, New Life Records on YouTube.
Yeah, that's cool. That's a good idea.
Damien has some killer shit. What's that one? Fucked Up Teeth.
Yeah, yeah, Fucked Up Teeth.
That should crack me up.
The video's amazing.
Video.
Yeah,
I gotta school myself on all this.
Where do we find Damien?
DamienStylesMusic.com. Yeah, DamienStylesMusic.com.
His daughter's coming soon. Watch out for that. Exactly. He's building a legacy here.
Damien Styles on all platforms. So yeah, he'll pop up, and that's his birth name, just like Halo Rain is her birth name. I knew they were going to be stars, so I gave them Star's name. You don't have to change their name; it's all authentic.
Well, I appreciate, even though, like you said, you were kind of, gave it to them real and all that stuff, but you still for them to get where they got, you had to also support them.
Oh yeah,
a lot too.
Oh yeah,
it's always
Damien
awesome
was
to be real.
super shy. He was a super shy kid, and I would take him to auditions, and I would audition with him. But I would rehearse with him for hours and hours and hours each night, so that he was fully prepared. That was the only way he was. Me doing it with him and making sure he was fully prepared got him over all that
it's
stuff.
It's panned out, man, because you don't see a shy Damien on those new videos.
Right.
Well, that's not what you see. That work even
Yeah.
panned out onto your daughter.
Yeah.
I mean, that still reciprocated through your family.
Yeah.
Because now you have a daughter that you didn't have to work as hard because she saw
exactly
the same thing.
Just be yourself and break
that's
out of your
support.
box.
That's support.
Damien does this cool party boy kind of vibe,
Dude,
you
it's not easy to support your kids' creativity.
Yeah.
And me taking away from this podcast.
And what's funny is Halo does this really cool classy,
what's up?
Classy kind of
She's like, I love y'all. Yeah.
And
she's just
already got her
she's
style
the star
about
of the show at Kenny's thing.
That's what I'm trying to say. She's already got her own style about herself.
Yeah.
At 9.
The Swine Fest she
man.
killed it on that. And that was a lot of artists that had a lot of fun. That was a fun play. I hope they keep that going. I think Jason is going to try to keep doing that, so hopefully they keep doing that.
Yeah, for sure.
Should get another
annual?
Yeah, they talked about it. I don't know if it's going to come around every time, but that's what they talked about.
Bro, I'm telling you, the logistics of having 30 fucking bands play in this time.
I can't believe they did it. I can't believe it worked.
Dude, yeah, it needs to be a multi-day festival.
Well, just less bands.
That's what they originally wanted. But
it panned out, though. It panned out.
Yeah, but when you're asking for the cotillion for free, multi-days is a little hard to come by.
Right.
I don't think Jason could pull it off, especially in the time frame we were looking at. And so he did what he could, and it was fucking amazing.
Yeah,
it was a great homage to Kenny, and it raised a lot of money for Harlan. So, fucking great.
Yeah, I think they were contemplating trying to do that again. I don't know if it was going to be annual or how that was going to go. I don't want to put words in anybody's mouth, but I did hear that talk.
Yeah, I heard that too.
So that would be cool. I mean, everybody would come out for it. I mean, you probably could get away with getting a day out of the cotillion. Yeah. I mean, even if you got to fucking do it on Tuesday or some shit, like people in this town come out for stuff like that. So
yeah. So I want you guys in this last little bit of our podcast, I want you guys to individually pimp what you guys got going, and then tell me something you guys are doing together.
Or anything you got on your mind. I always
we have talked about shows,
and we always have guests that go, I wish I would have said this. So here's your wish you would have, coulda, say whatever the hell you want.
No, as far as me, I just want to drive traffic to the website, which is again bilisticmusic.com. I've been doing this a long time, and I can't do it without support. So I try to give you, a lot of content so that you can, no matter who you are or where you're from, you'll find something that you like. So check that out. Follow me on all the platforms. It's The Real Bilistic. That's BILISTIC. Make sure you come out to the show at Bourbon Street the 25th.
It's a good show.
Yeah,
good show.
Barley Corns July 2nd.
Her new stuff, Ugly song, getting close.
Watch for it. It just got recorded a little bit today.
Yeah.
Here, I'll give you a sample. Okay.
There you go.
Here you go. Who are you to judge? Who are you to say that perfect is the only way to be? Who are you to judge? Who are you to tell me what I should be? 'Cause ugly is fucking beautiful. Ugly is so damn beautiful. Ugly is fucking beautiful to me.
Yes, sir.
Nice work.
Yeah.
Dude.
That's the jailhouse piece. That's what you did in the jail.
Hey, don't leave me hanging.
That's what you did in jail, right?
Yeah,
I'm saying,
I've never been in trouble.
Me either.
Oh, so you didn't even know about that.
I've been booked once.
I do know that.
I used to do that in school all the time. I always got in trouble.
Good luck with that sound, John.
Yeah.
Don't bitch about
school.
Don't bitch about me moving the mic ever again. Ever again. I don't want to hear about you bitching about me moving.
Sorry, I'm an asshole. I'm sorry,
again.
John. Sorry, John.
I can give you we can give you a little
love you, John.
A little snippet too of my brothers for the one we're doing the music video for on Friday. So it's like, right, you're gonna do that one, and then
do what?
You're gonna record.
I have no idea. I'm not in on this right now.
You got voluntold.
You got kind of like mumbled into something that you weren't quite sure about.
All right, I'll do it. And then you got to do the next one though. You got to do one of your raps after I do this one.
What?
We can lay this down afterwards.
Yeah.
You guys want to lay this part down? Yeah, we can like get up and like make
some tracks. If you guys got tracks with us,
you got a few minutes. We got time. What time is it? We got time.
Michelle.
You gotta do one of yours.
Is she just writing checks right now?
I don't do shit. I told you I ain't scared of shit.
Yeah, I love that shit. I love that about you.
Yeah.
But my brothers, here we go. I've been waiting on you. Get up. You've been singing them blues. Get up. I've been waiting on you. Get up. See the brighter view.
That's not James Brown when you talk about. I heard it.
I know. I see that. So you get excited.
All right. So where do we find you at? You got a lot of things going on. You got some burlesque shows going on.
I think I need help.
Yeah, you need a website or something.
Everybody around needs help.
I do. I just got my own office to where now I can like sit there and I can focus on my business, Michelle Christie.
Man,
like just pushing that Michelle Christie. So I just got a fancy little office and I'm about to get some cards. I'm about to get my website. I'm about to get it all organized because I have been working behind the scenes with my little tail off.
Yeah.
Be on the lookout for this boss bitch. She coming hard and furious.
Yeah,
I've been working behind the scenes and so now it's about to be like, boom, where the hell did she come from? It's like, I'm in here.
Nah, if people are paying attention, they know.
Yeah, they see you working hard.
Yeah.
I mean, we've been friends for like 6 months on Facebook.
I kind of do a little bit of everything. I clean, I paint, like I do art, like I do burlesque, I do shows with him, I do music, like anywhere I can do music. Like that's literally all I do my whole life.
Try to make
you're a sweet little feature hook artist to have on a track, dude. Your voice is awesome for that.
For hire.
I mean, right?
For hire if you let me write my own,
Oh, you can't. If somebody's got a hook for you,
okay. If I agree with it, yes. If if I feel it, and I'm like, okay, I have to like live my truth.
Like, close yourself off like our French market. Like he ruined our French market.
Oh no. You can't buy me, but like if I live that and I understand it, no, I'd rather be broke the rest of my life. I'd be happy.
Be original.
I love being in the woods.
Can we get I see that you're wearing the Puppet Master shirt. Can we get your merch on your website too?
Yeah.
All right.
Yep. And
always buy the merch too. The music's easily and downloadable. Buy some merch and help the man out. That's always the best thing.
Man, so I saw this meme. I'll bring it up again. If you buy a shirt, that's worth something like 3,000 spins on Spotify.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
What's your
15,000?
What's your most listened to platform? Is it just through your website, or is there a platform that your website will direct to? Or?
Spotify is probably.
Is that the best one for you for people to listen to? I was trying to ask the artists.
It doesn't matter. I'm everywhere.
Very
so
techie.
Spotify, iTunes, Napster, Rhapsody, it don't matter.
Hit me on LimeWire, fuck it.
Yeah. I'm everywhere. Yeah, I'm on LimeWire. You can find me on LimeWire.
Find me on that 2.0.
Hell yeah.
Time before you
crash your system in 2 weeks.
That's all right, but you got a lot of songs. Fuck that hard drive.
Hell yeah.
Well, all right, let's wrap it up. We're getting close to the hour. I really appreciate you guys coming out.
Yeah.
And thank you guys again. Please check us out. We have a GoFundMe going. We have some merch that you can buy.
Aaron and Austin Show on Facebook. We also, real quick on Get Into Mo Pigs. We're still going to go to the next filming before we draw on that raffle. So get in there. Get in there.
The painting's still available.
Yeah, the painting and a $50 gift certificate to Mo Pigs is still available. So get in there and spend some cash and get in on that. And go to any open mics and support local artists all the time. And again, their show and ballisticmusic.com.
Yes, sir.
Again, we'll say it as many times as we can. Get out there, like and subscribe. hit that subscribe button, lazy.
And I'm running out of fresh shirts to wear on the podcast. So
yeah, so if anybody wants to kick us some merch,
it's got to be a black shirt. That's how I feel about things.
Hey, I'll rock your merch. I am a really great promoter.
Yep, we're all billboards here, so send us all clothing.
Yeah, send us stickers. I'm even putting stickers on my notebook that Michael hated on.
So you found those over there?
Yeah, I stole. I got this one and this one from Bands, and then I stole these others.
Yeah, speaking of stickers, I took Halo out to the keeper last night. You know, at 9 o'clock when they do the fires.
Yep.
And I had her put my stickers up everywhere. Literally, she was out there.
She was out skipping around, slapping them on places, right?
Teaching her some self promotion. You know, she put them stickers everywhere.
And look out for his daughter. She is amazingly
Halo Rain.
Halo Rain.
Oh yeah, that'll be coming.
Give that about 10 years and holy shit.
Oh, he's already got a son killed. It ain't no problem for another daughter to come along. All right, thanks guys for tuning in. We love you.
Peace.
Love our music.